The opinions about Burning Man Festival are usually wild elation or completely negative, but rarely anything in between. And today, we're going to scratch the surface of the puzzle that is Burning Man on today's episode of 5 Weird Things. Welcome to the channel. I went to the Burning Man Festival from 2008 to 2011. Despite being a fairly conservative person, I had an outrageously good time each and every year, and I look back with fond memories. One of my favorites was riding my bike one morning, having a fully dressed referee block my way, blow his whistle, and claim I was offsides. My penalty was to go into their open bar campsite with about a dozen couches and drink a lemon drop martini. They kept refilling my glass every time I wasn't paying attention, so I ended up drinking several at 9 a.m. It was a long day. Share your favorite Burning Man memory if you have one down in the comments. I would love to hear them. Side note, there are few uninformed burners, so they already know this stuff. But for those who don't, weird. Okay, let's get into it. First, the stuff we should all know. Burning Man is an annual event held in the Black Rock Desert in Nevada, USA. It began in 1986 when Larry Harvey and a group of friends burned a wooden effigy on Baker Beach in San Francisco. Over the years, Burning Man has evolved into a unique and influential cultural phenomenon. Black Rock City is created in the desert for the duration of the event. It is a temporary metropolis that hosts in excess of 70,000 participants who bring their own shelter, food, water, supplies. The central symbol of Burning Man is the man, a large wooden effigy several stories high that is burned on the penultimate night of the event. The burning represents a cathartic and communal experience. Burning Man has grown from its humble beginnings into a globally recognized event that attracts people from various cultures and backgrounds worldwide. It has become a symbol of creativity, community, and radical self-expression. Weird thing number 5, the layout of Black Rock City. Now, Black Rock City, where Burning Man takes place, follows a radical city design. Streets radiate outward like spokes from the center where the man and other major structures are located. This includes Temple directly behind the man away from the city. The streets of Black Rock City are often referred to in terms of a clock face, with the central plaza at the clock's center. Key locations and camps are identified by their placement in the clock, such as 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Now, the Esplanade is a prominent semicircle street that runs along the inner edge of Black Rock City, facing the central playa. It's the home to many theme camps, art installations, larger structures, creating a vibrant and active part of the city. It's busy during the day, it's even busier at night. The open and flat areas of the desert within the city are known as the playa. The inner playa is closer to the center, and it hosts major art installations, while the outer playa extends towards the city's edges and are often used for large-scale camps and structures. The streets of Black Rock City have names that change every year, but they follow the alphabet, A, B, C, and the naming convention just adds to the unique character of the event, and participants use these names to navigate the temporary city during Burning Man. Weird thing number 4, the Temple. The Burning Man Temple is a significant structure built each year at the event. Unlike the celebratory burning of the man, the temple serves as a space for reflection, remembrance, and emotional release. It is a solemn and sacred space where participants can express their grief, gratitude, or personal messages written on every smooth surface in the temple. The design and architecture of temple vary each year, as it is a unique creation by different artists. The design and architecture of the temple, it varies each year, and it's a unique creation by different artists. The structures often feature intricate and symbolic elements, providing a contemplative and immersive environment for attendees. Similar to the burning of the man, the Burning Man Temple is ceremoniously burned on the last night of the event. However, the burning of the temple has a more subdued and emotionally charged atmosphere. It symbolizes a collective release of emotions and a symbolic farewell to personal or shared experiences. The ashes of the burned temple are sometimes dispersed in a very specific manner, contributing to the event's leave no trace principle. Weird thing number 3. 3 main principles of the event. Side note, there's a bunch of them. These are the ones that always stood out to me. Now, Burning Man is guided by a set of principles that contribute to its unique and unconventional nature. The first that comes to my mind, radical self-expression. Burning Man encourages participants to express themselves in the most individualistic and creative ways possible. This principle goes beyond the typical self-expression and encourages unconventional, even bizarre forms of personal representation, fostering a culture of openness and acceptance. Decommodification. Burning Man promotes the idea of decommodification, meaning that the commercial sponsorships and advertising of other festivals strongly discouraged or even flat out missing at Burning Man. The event aims to create a space where participants engage with each other on a personal and creative level, free from the influence of mainstream commercial interests. Participation over spectatorship. Unlike typical events or festivals where attendees may be passive spectators the entire time, Burning Man emphasizes active participation. The principle encourages everyone to contribute to the community through art, performance, workshop, other forms of engagement, shifting the focus from passive observation to active involvement and immersion. Weird thing number 2, Burning Man art. Art cars. Burning Man is known for its art cars, which are vehicles transformed into mobile works of art. These vehicles often serve as moving sculptures, stages, even dance floors. Some are elaborately decorated and contribute to the dynamic and artistic atmosphere of the event. Giant sculptures made of recycled materials. Many art installations at Burning Man are constructed using recycled and repurposed materials. Artists embrace sustainability by creating large-scale sculptures from discarded objects, contributing to the event's commitment to leave no trace and environmental consciousness. Performance art and interactive installations. Burning Man art goes beyond static sculptures. Many installations involve performance art and interactive elements. Attendees are encouraged to engage physically or emotionally with the art, creating a dynamic and participatory experience that blurs the lines between observer and creator. And finally, weird thing number 1, leave no trace. Post-event MOOP cleanup. MOOP, which stands for Matter Out of Place, refers to any trace of human activity on the playa. After Burning Man concludes, participants engage in a meticulous cleanup known as MOOP map. The shocking fact is that any remaining traces, even small items like glitter or cigarette butts, are documented on a map for future improvement, and those responsible may be publicly shamed. I'm not against public shaming. Principle enforcement. Burning Man takes the principle of leave no trace seriously. Participants are not only expected to clean up their own campsites, but also encouraged to pick up any MOOP they encounter in other areas. Those who violate this principle may face consequences, including exclusion from future events. MOOP audits. To ensure compliance with leave no trace principle, Burning Man conducts MOOP audits during and after the event. These audits involve inspecting campsites and public spaces to identify any remnants that violate the environmental guidelines. The results are shared with the community to encourage ongoing improvement and accountability. Well, that's it for today's episode. Honestly, I could do a 4-hour video and not finish with everything weird, cool, or just fun about the event. So if you have any comments about what I could have included, what might be better in a follow-up video, by all means, let me know down in the comments. If you got a negative comment to say, keep that to yourself. This is a positive space here. Now, if you're still watching, today's code word is the man. Put that down in the comments. You're going to get some fantastic Burning Man karma. Thank you much. Have a great night.